Hey, I wanted to come back and let you know what's going on with the geomagnetic storm. It did go back down into the KP3 level, but it is projected to drop back down into the storm levels again later today. But for some reason, because I've gotten to the point where I am pretty resistant to the effects and I can do a few little things, which I'll explain here in a minute, and I feel better. But this morning, I think because I was already at a deficit a bit physically from a couple of things, it hit me harder. So I thought, I better share some of the things that I do that help me. So the first thing is, in my case, I did a very intense somatic release intuitive workout with a trainer yesterday that was fantastic. And no, Kate, this is not your fault. um, so I just got really into it and I released a lot. And so my muscles and joints and stuff were already kind of like in a healing mode. And then last night, I don't know what somebody burned nearby. I think maybe they threw like some Russian olive branches on a grill for some strange reason, but it came in my cooler and it was like I'd just been gassed with chemicals. My body reacts very strangely to certain things. It could be chemicals, it could be wood that's being burned. It just depends on the kind of wood. So, at any rate, I was already tired and had to sleep with my windows shut and the humidifier on last night, which makes it a little toasty. So, I had like three things going already to make me feel kind of depleted. So, when the geomagnetic storm, moved in, it hit me a little harder than normal. So for me, what works when I'm in that state, besides, having a small snack, 'cause sometimes it can make you nauseous, I was fortunately able to go back to sleep for a while and I put on whale song. That is a form of sonic healing. They generate a different frequency and EMF than we do. They're at around 30 hertz versus the 7.83 that you hear about all the time for humans and Gaia. So I find that it just sort of resets my system. And I woke up feeling a whole lot better. So the geomagnetic storm levels can really wreak havoc with people with any kinds of health issues or anything having to do with cardiac stuff, blood pressure, heart rate, stroke, all of those sorts of things. So it's very important to double up on the hydration if necessary, especially if you're out in the heat. Small snacks of protein throughout the day help with the nausea and the headaches. The hydration helps with the headaches. And, when in doubt, listen to whales. And if you're feeling any of the nervous system effects, there's a video on YouTube on my GroovingG YouTube channel called Calming Your Nervous System. There's a vagus nerve reset move you could do on that also can be very helpful. So we kind of have a trifecta going today with a little bit of activity on the sun, the Schumann spike that we had, which is over, and the geomagnetic storm going back and forth, ebbing and flowing as it were. Some other effects you can feel: joint pain, muscle aches, frequent need to go to the bathroom. Remember that our pets, our dogs, our cats, our furry, scaly, and feathered friends are affected by this as well. So, extra patience with them if they have an accident or whatnot. And extra patience with yourself. Going out and being able to sit on the grass or just put yourself out in nature really does help also. It helps sync you up a little bit better with the earth. And just know that these geomagnetic storms are temporary and they pass fairly quickly. And if you happen to be someone who is 65 and over, has chronic health conditions, or especially cardiac stuff, today is not the day to take on your big gardening projects or whatnot.